Greetings, wanderers of the neon jungle. This is DJ Cypher coming to you live from the forgotten underbelly of the city. I am here with my feathered companion, my eyes in the sky, Rom. Say hi, Rom.
Huh? Say hi, Rom.
You're tuned into the Radio Rebellion, your clandestine companion in the shadows of the skyscrapers. Some of you might be wondering, why a pirate radio show? Why risk it all, Cypher? Aren't you scared you'll be shut down? Or worse, caught? To that, I have to say no. It's simple. The city's a maze of glitz and grit, but out here, we get to write our own stories. No scripts, no filters, just raw, unvarnished reality. I'm here to broadcast the beats that shake the streets and the stories that they don't want you to hear. I know this city like the back of my hand. I've been roaming the lower portion since before I got my first DigiWare installed. The corps couldn't find me if they wanted to. They could, however, disrupt my broadcasts. But we'll deal with that when the time comes. I'm not concerned. Life in this concrete jungle isn't about climbing the tallest towers. People are so concerned with getting to the top of the canopy, they forget the beauty down here in the gnarled roots of the city. Really, it's about finding your rhythm, your voice amidst the chaos. The corps? They got their rules, their order, their capitalist agendas. But down here, we make our own path. We're the misfits, the dreamers, the ones who see the beauty in the cracks and the shadows. I'm here to expand your view, to show you the beauty the corps are hiding behind bright neon lights and flashy advertisements. This show, this transmission, this voice that you hear in the dark, it's a pulse in the heart of the city. We're here to connect, to share the stories that matter. From the hidden alleys to the forgotten souls, we're amplifying the whispers of rebellion, the beats of resilience. Before I sign off on this transmission, I'd like to share some positive stories from the web that deserve more recognition. First off, we have an article from SciTech Daily. Invisible Shield, wearable air curtain blocks 99.8% of aerosol viruses. This story is by the University of Michigan on July 9th, 2024, so this is a very recent story. Headworn tech from the University of Michigan startup could protect agricultural and industrial workers from airborne pathogens. Teza Aya has created a hard hat with an air curtain that prevents nearly all aerosols from reaching the face, using non-thermal plasma to ensure air purity. Proven effective in tests, this innovative device is designed for industries needing strong respiratory protection and will be available by 2025. I don't know about you, but I would absolutely get that DigiWare installed. Alright, up next we have an article by theconversation.com, and this is about air quality. The Southern Ocean has the cleanest air on Earth, and we have just discovered why. The Southern Ocean is renowned for having the cleanest air on Earth, but the precise reasons why have remained a mystery until now. There's more to it than just a lack of human activity. Yes, there are fewer people down there using industrial chemicals and burning fossil fuels, but there are natural sources of fine particles too, such as salt from sea spray or dust whipped up by the wind. Regardless of origin, fine solid particles or liquid droplets suspended in air are known as aerosols. We consider clean air to have low levels of aerosols, without discriminating between natural or industrial sources. Our recent research discovered clouds and rain play a crucial role in scrubbing the atmosphere clean. Understanding the role of clouds and rain. Aerosol levels over the Southern Ocean are influenced by a range of factors. These include the amount of salt spray and seasonal variation in the growth of tiny plant-like organisms called phytoplankton, which are a source of airborne sulfate particles. Fewer sulfates are produced during winter, which is when the air over the Southern Ocean is its most pristine. But that's not the full story. The Southern Ocean is also the cloudiest place on Earth. It experiences short-lived sporadic showers like nowhere else. We wanted to understand the role of clouds and rain in cleaning the air. The biggest barrier to understanding these processes has always been the lack of high-quality observations of clouds, rainfall, and aerosols in this poorly observed region of the world. Thankfully, a new generation of satellites allows us to study images of clouds in unprecedented detail. We developed a computer program to recognize different cloud patterns over a vast area of the Southern Ocean. In particular, we were on the lookout for distinctive honeycomb-shaped patterns in the cloud field. These honeycomb-like clouds are of great interest because they have a major role in regulating the climate. When the honeycomb cell is filled with a cloud, or closed, it is whiter and brighter, reflecting more sunlight back to space. So these clouds help keep the Earth cool. Empty or open honeycomb cells, on the other hand, let more sunlight in. These intricacies remain a source of error in modeling the Earth's climate because they are not being properly included. It's important to get the balance of open and closed cells right, or the results may be way off. Whether the honeycomb cells are open or closed also relates to the amount of rainfall they can produce. The cells are big enough to be seen from space, around 40 to 60 kilometers in diameter, so we can study them using satellite images. Our research is particularly timely given this month's launch of a cloud and precipitation experiment at Cape Grim in Tasmania. It aims to get higher resolution data on clouds, rain, and sunlight. Scrubbing aerosols out of the sky. We compared the honeycomb cloud patterns with measurements of aerosols from the Cape Grim Observatory and also with the Bureau of Meteorology's rainfall observations from a nearby rain gauge. Our results showed days with the cleanest air were associated with the presence of open honeycomb cloud. We think it's because these clouds generate sporadic but intense rain showers which seem to wash the aerosol particles out of the air. It's somewhat counterintuitive, but it turns out the open cells contain more moisture and produce more rain than the fluffy white closed cells filled with cloud. We found the open honeycomb clouds produce 6 times as much rain as the closed ones. So what looks like less cloudy weather by satellite actually triggers the most effective rain showers for washing the aerosols out, whereas the filled or closed honeycomb pattern, which looks cloudier, is less effective. That was one of the more surprising aspects of our findings. We found the empty honeycombs to be far more common during the winter months when the air is cleanest. We also wanted to know what makes a cloud's fields look the way they do. Our analysis suggests large-scale weather systems control the pattern of the cloud field. As unruly storms track across the Southern Ocean, they produce these open and closed cells, fresh air, and better climate models. Our research has added a new piece to the puzzle of why the Southern Ocean has the world's cleanest air. Rainfall is the key, especially rain from these clear, open, honeycomb cell-type clouds. We were first to discover that they are truly responsible for cleaning all the air flowing around the Southern Ocean. These honeycomb patterns are also found in both the North Atlantic and the North Pacific regions during winter, so our work will also help explain how these clouds remove aerosols, including dust and pollution in these locations. And our findings will help improve climate models, enabling more accurate predictions. Rain scrubs the aerosols out of the sky in much the same way as a washing machine acts to clean clothes. After the cold front comes through, the air is clean. If you're wintering on the south coast of Australia, you can breathe in the benefits as this fresh air comes in off the Southern Ocean. That is just absolutely terrific news in my opinion, that they're figuring that out. Lastly here, we have a story from goodgoodgood.com. Doesn't get better than that. Deforestation will continue to decrease in the Amazon rainforest. Under the leadership of Brazil's notoriously eco-conscious president Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, Deforestation in the Amazon is the lowest it's been in 5 years. Lula recently announced a $204 million reforestation fund and has goals to eliminate all illegal burns by 2030. Also, in Lula's presidency, environmental fines in the Amazon have more than doubled, according to New York Times. Additionally, it was announced in September 2023 that Brazil will provide financial support to municipalities that have reduced deforestation rates the most, angling for more action on a local scale. This summer may also make way for progress, as Brazil's space agency will release a full report on the conditions of the Amazon based on satellite data. That is very exciting news. If you find any positive or intriguing news stories, please do send them in to me. I'll have a link in my description. I love hearing from my little rebels, so don't hesitate to reach out. They'll try to shut us down, to silence our frequencies. But we're not backing down. Every signal they squash will rise again, stronger. This isn't just a broadcast. It's a connection, a lifeline, and you're all a part of it. Together, we're creating a network that thrives on defiance and dreams. They're trying to shut us down now. Keep your ears to the ground, your eyes open. Tune in, spread the word, and keep the frequency alive. This is DJ Cypher, and you're listening to the Radio Rebellion. Until the next transmission, stay sharp, stay free, stay positive, and remember, the future is ours to shape. Over and out.